India today and yet another very special episode of So South, where we bring the stories that matter from the states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. And today I'm joined with my colleagues Sahai Raj, Anaga Keshav, Shibi Mol and Abdul Bashir. First going to Sahai Raj, what do you have from the state of Karnataka for the day, Sahai?
There are multiple stories coming from Karnataka where Siddaramaiah takes a jibe at BJP MPs for not getting funds from central government. And the second story is state government versus RSS, where a cook was suspended for participating in RSS rally. And the third story is about a student who was being thrashed by a teacher in Chitraduga, the video which has gone viral, and the teacher who has been arrested.
Thank you, Sagai. Going to Anaga Keshav now. Anaga, I understand in the state of Tamil Nadu, if it's not politics, it's now monsoon. So what do you have for the day?
In fact, Pramod, we are doing a reality check on the state of Chennai's roads. In fact, we've extensively covered the length and breadth of Chennai. Both you and I have been doing this since yesterday. We went to Pallikaranai, we went to Neelangarai, Thuraipakam, and now we are reporting from Greenways Road to really give you a reality check of what the state of affairs of Chennai's infrastructure and how it just crumbles down for one bout of rain. And remember, today is just day 2, and throughout this bulletin, we will be bringing you a reality check of how Chennai's infrastructure and potholes are, and how GCC has not really done any work during the sunny days, and now monsoon has arrived, which is now too late to do any fixes.
Thank you, Anaga. Like I said earlier, we bring stories that matter. And going to Shibi now, Kerala. Shibi, what do you have for the day?
Well, Pramod, the Kerala High Court has directed the SIT, it has passed an interim order and has directed the SIT to, expand the investigation to Devasam Board officials in the Sabarimala theft case. We look into detail on that story, and also we have an audit report, an old audit report that shows some discrepancies regarding the way the valuables were handled at the Guruvayur temple. So these are the two stories that we have from Kerala.
Very important stories indeed. And going to Abdul Bashir, what do you have from Telangana and Andhra for us for the day?
Well, Pramod, what we are seeing is that the political temperature is soaring in Jubilee Hills, with a bipole battle turning into a prestige battle between Congress, BJP and the BRS. They have fielded their most prestigious candidates or high-profile candidates in this bipole, and the whole Telangana political epicenter becomes Jubilee Hills, where war of words still continues. So we have more in this bulletin.
Thank you, Abdul. And now going to the stories that matter from the ground, from the state of Tamil Nadu. Like I said earlier, we bring the stories from the ground, very much the reality, what is happening over here. So all this while it was about politics, but now Tamil Nadu is once again going to face the monsoon. And even though it's supposed to be a pleasant time, for many it is not. For farmers, it is difficulty. And for the day, we are going to show you something very important from the city of Chennai alone, road apartheid, or we could call it as asphalt apartheid. How roads are smooth and content, well maintained for netas, but when it comes to a commoner, how completely unusable the road becomes even before the monsoon. Something the officials are supposed to see, to take care, because it is everybody's equal as per the constitution. But unfortunately, in the city of Chennai, that rule seems to be different for the netas or the VIPs, and when it comes to a commoner. Here's a report. As monsoon begins to batter the city of Chennai, several cases of apathy, VIP apathy also is coming up. In fact, on one important location, which is called as Casuarina Drive at Neelangarai, we are at present, and this is a road where we have Tamizhaga Vetti Kazhagam leader Vijay and other prominent VIPs residents, and look at the way the roads have been maintained. Very less like water stagnation over here. Otherwise, the road is pretty neat, not that much potholes, and it has been kept very clean to make sure that the VIPs at this spot do not have any kind of concern. This is one road and we're just going to walk. Now, as I told you earlier, this is about VIP apathy and officials, how they actually are weighing a common citizen from a VIP differently. In fact, this same road we are walking now, and like I said, monsoon has begun. Chennai has started facing, getting a lot of rains because of the northeast monsoons, and more rains are predicted for the next 48 hours. However, where VIPs are there in this particular road, the roads are maintained very well, and you can see not much potholes unlike other spots of Chennai, and this is how it is being maintained over here. Yet, when it comes to a place where there are commoners, we're just walking all the way over here just to show a parallel road on this particular location. And to our left side, you could see what is happening. This is a road that is parallel to where Vijay stays, and unfortunately, this is a condition. You can see the vehicles, how difficult it is for them to travel. And what happened is that one of the concerned citizens from this particular area informed us that this particular road has been in this condition since October 2024, all because that various departments are not actually communicating with each other to sort this out. Now, this is a road where people are there. The concerned citizen says that the citizens' parents who are elder, and there are more senior citizens are at this spot, and for them to travel to these roads, imagine at night during rain how difficult it would be. And this is the one that has raised that question. In fact, that particular person has also stated that the person had gone and met with various officials, including the contractor and the councillor of this part, but there is no kind of any proper explanation. One of the actual terms the citizen said to us is that from October 2024, we have been raising requests with the Chennai Corporation to support with the safety on the road that has been dug up in Chennai Corporation and not fixed. Every complaint been automatically closed by the Greater Chennai Corporation without doing anything. We have raised it with 5 officials, Metro Water blaming roadways, and vice versa. Citizens are suffering. Multiple Greater Chennai Corporation grievance requests gone unanswered, still open roads pending action. Now the situation has become even worse with water coming into houses. This is the only road that has not been laid. This is how the concerned citizen has raised the issue, and you could see how difficult it is for a person to walk through this spot. Now this is what we are raising a question about. On the parallel road where there are VIPs, where there is Vijay, the road is absolutely clean. But on a road where there are common people who are supposed to take, this is the condition of the road at the beginning of the monsoon. And the citizen says that this has been in such a condition for almost a year. No action done, just the blame game, throwing it between Greater Chennai Corporation, Metro Water Department, stating that permissions have not been provided. And so, finally, it is not the VIPs who are going through trouble, but the common citizens who are the people who elect their representatives. We have Anaga Keshav live with us. Thank you for joining us, Anaga. Splendid work with kind of showing what exactly is happening on the ground, especially at Karnataka. So we have now shown what is happening on the ground, but why is this happening? I understand that the Chief Minister cannot go to every other location, but isn't it the authorities to actually talk to the people, just like how Deputy Chief Minister says, that listen to the comments, listen to their complaints and sort it out, even just 1 day of monsoon, and this is what we see on the ground, Anaga.
Well, that's deeply disappointing, isn't it? Because the administration has wasted months of Sundays, not really done much work on the ground. But here comes monsoon and social media is flooded with civic anger, apathy, which is so palpable. And now the government suddenly wakes up and tries to hurriedly fix roads. But guess what? Now it's really too late. Even the roads of Pallikarane, Medavakkam, Madipakam, even outside the iconic Satyam Theatre, where we were this morning to report from, we saw how the tar jelly was still afresh. Even just one scratch and the tar road just came off with us in our palm. So that's the kind of hurriedness with which the government is now trying to do fixes. But now it's really too late to do anything. In fact, I'm reporting from Greenways Road at the moment to really give you a sharp, stark reality between how the ordinary citizens live versus how the real VIPs of Chennai live. Take a look at that background behind me. This entire stretch of road, it's completely smooth, clean, spotless, not a single crack, no potholes, no nothing at all. Now compare this Greenways Road with Pallikaranai, Medavakkam, Madipakam, Thuraipakkam, Neelangarai, Porur, Punamalli. This is the contrast between how the VIPs of Chennai live versus the ordinary citizens of Chennai are forced to live. That's the kind of grim reality that we are talking about. Months were gone by with fully sunny days where the government could have done some work, but nothing was done. And we're not really just talking about water stagnation. What we are talking about is potholes, the back-breaking potholes that citizens of Chennai must endure every day to get to work. Yesterday we saw even mothers trying to drive their two-wheeler with little children behind them. Just imagine the danger that the citizens of Chennai, little children, men and women must undergo every single day despite paying their taxes. This on India Today, we bring to you the grim reality between how the VIPs of Chennai, Vijay and the cabinet ministers live versus how the ordinary citizens live.
Splendid work, Anaga. And just like you mentioned, that is actually the Greenways Road where the netas and lawmakers are there. And look how clean and well maintained it is. And yet, here's a report by Anaga Keshav from Pallikaranai, where the common people use a road and how exactly contrast that road is.
This is one of the best parts of Chennai. You know why? Because this is where the real VIPs of the city live. Cabinet ministers, top businessmen, the real VIPs of the city live on this very stretch where we are reporting from, the Greenways Road. Just take a look at this road. Smooth, spotless, no cracks, no waterlogging. What an absolute joyride it is to drive on this very stretch of road. Now compare this with Pallikaranai, Medavakkam, Madipakam, Thuraipakkam, the entire OMR stretch of road, Porur, Punamalli, and there you have your answer. The difference, the stark difference in the way in which the VIPs live versus how the ordinary citizens of Chennai, of this country live. Deeply disappointing, stark reality that we are bringing to you on India Today. Just take a look and decide for yourself. With camera person Irfan, Anaga Keshav reporting for India Today from Chennai.
Well, we already told you that this is about bringing the reality of the ground, but not just that. We also make sure that it reaches the authorities and a change is brought on the ground. And that's what you see over now. You will witness how India's Today report from the morning has brought in an impact as one of the very important road, Anna Salai, which had two areas, which it was unfortunately congested because of a bridge construction. Those two areas got clogged because of potholes, which were not maintained. It could have been easily taken care of, which were not maintained. We reported in the morning from one area. We mentioned the other, the route that is taken by the Chief Minister every day. And right in front of our eyes, the impact was there as the roads were taken care of. Here's a report. We're glad to report that India Today's story coverage on the monsoon rains have made impact on the ground as we speak, because there were two locations that we reported, one from the site and another we mentioned, both on Tenampet. And this is a site we said that this is a location that is being taken by the Chief Minister every day. But even here, the roads were really bad, and it has been there like kind of fine for almost a week. But as we have spoken on this matter right now, work is in progress where people are here. They have brought in M-sand and they are covering the road, and also they have brought in a JCB through which they are leveling it. As we speak, this is being taken care of. This is a kind of preemptive work we were speaking about earlier. This work should have been done at least 3 days before, knowing that there's going to be heavy rainfall and the impact on the ground would be such kind. It's just a 50-meter road, but however, as this is an arterial road, and if such a kind of issue occurs in this road, it will completely clog traffic. As we speak, you could see the visuals of the vehicles that have to slow down even after the repair work has done. But however, after we mentioned about this issue, work has begun in this location at Tenampet, a road, an arterial road that is being taken by the Chief Minister to go from his party headquarters to his home, almost 1.5 kilometers from here. And as we speak, India Today Impact work has begun at Tenampet in this specific location. With Daniel from Madhav for India Today.
This is outside the iconic Satyam Theatre here in Chennai. In fact, anyone who has lived a life in Chennai would really know where we are reporting from and how iconic this theatre is. And I just want to show you the kind of civic neglect and apathy that a stretch that's as prominent as this one is suffering from. This is the state of affairs outside Satyam Theatre. It looks like the government has carried out some kind of a hurried patchwork as the tar has just begun peeling off after the recent spell of rain. It is still so loose. This is just after one spell of rain how the tar has just begun peeling off of this road. This is the bus that's carrying passengers and how this has no choice but to really go on the pothole to make its way. This is bang in the middle of the road. There's really no way to circumvent this particular pothole. There is of course metro work that's happening nearby, but that is not really close enough to damage the road. So that can't really be an excuse. So this is clearly a case of civic neglect and apathy on part of the civic officers. By ignoring months of sunny days, the administration now decides to hurriedly do some sort of a patchwork. But now it's too late because the monsoon has already arrived. With camera person Irfan and Aga Keshav reporting for India Today from Chennai. आप इस रोड को frequently use करते हैं आप?
जी हम रोज इससे कॉलेज आते हैं, कॉलेज जाते हैं, घर जा बहुत दिक्कत हो रही है. मतलब गवर्नमेंट इसमें थोड़ा एक्शन दिए तो थोड़ा अच्छा रहेगा. अगर बारिश आएगा ना तो फुल पानी भर जाता है, बहुत बेकार सा रहता है रोड पूरा.
That's once again Anaga, really amazing work showing what exactly is happening on the ground, why the authorities are not actually doing these works. But have they given any kind of explanation as to why such a delay? This could have been mended long back, and these zones are the place that is being used by the people countless times. And how are they still, shall we use the term lethargic about this?
Well, in fact, the Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi has been taking on inspection rounds. In fact, yesterday he was in South Chennai. He was in the GCC's integrated command center, making calls to citizens. He has been taking some inspection works, but really it is now too late to do anything. Only when the monsoon strikes, when the authorities and ministers wake up, and then they try to do some social media ops, they try to do fixes, but really on the ground, who is going to be answerable for the kind of road condition that the government is still answerless about? We don't really have an answer from the government, but only pictures and photographs of ministers and authorities going and inspecting. That's the only input that we have from the government side, while not really giving a proper answer as to why the roads are in dismal state across Chennai.
Well, thank you, Anaga. And like we said, monsoon has begun. It's been only 2 days for a spell. Just for 1 day, Chennai has received rainfall along with other districts in the state of Tamil Nadu. But for that 1 day, 11 districts holidays were declared for schools and colleges. That also included Chennai, Cuddalore and various other locations. Cuddalore received 174 millimeter of rainfall, while Puducherry Union Territory received 147 millimeters. In Chennai, Nungambakkam received a maximum of 84 millimeter rainfall. However, what sort of measures have the authorities taken? What kind of inspection did the Deputy Chief Minister do? And how is the state prepared? Here's a detailed report. It's very unfortunate that Chennai looks to be not prepared at all, because in the state of Tamil Nadu, various districts are going to face the rain, especially the coastal ones. And for yesterday, it was battered. Virupuram and other coastal regions, delta regions in particular, was battered. Udayanidhi Stalin, the Deputy Chief Minister, said that already the Chief Minister has made a video conference call and spoken to the collectors, and he has taken stock of the situation, especially about protecting the people over there. Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin went to various locations in and around Chennai. He also went to Adyar, where a place for keeping people and feeding them that has also been constituted. A kitchen was also been set up to provide food for 1,500 people. And now the Deputy Chief Minister also said that all kind of work is in progress. We'll make sure that Tamil Nadu will face the rains and everybody will be safe. However, the Deputy Chief Minister also went there and he conducted a meeting today at the DMK headquarters where he spoke to Mayor and the regional heads of that particular location, where he said that even though this is the first spell, a next major spell is expected in the next 2 days. And not just that, Udayanidhi Stalin also said this is a location, something called as Tenampet in Chennai. What happens is that this is a major road called as Anna Salai, and as a bridge work is happening, this arterial road has already been shrunk. However, such kind of bad roads in this area, which has been persistent for quite some time, as it was not been taken care of, you could see that this road has been tried to be normalized using M sand during rain. What has happened right now is that major potholes have formed that is actually stopping traffic as well. This is it will cause a major issue, and there are such kind of sporadic locations which the authorities should have minded earlier and taken care of. In fact, if I ask my BJ Daniel to pan on the other side over there, almost 400 meters from this spot is where the Chief Minister's residence is. So that is also being questioned, and there is another spot which the Chief Minister takes that is also covered in potholes. And as we speak, yes, we can see authorities' movements and such, but it's an arterial road which has already been shrunk by construction of a bridge, and that has led to an issue over here. Imagine there are several such kind of spots where constant waterlogging issues are there, which we could call it as red zones. Had authorities been more careful about it, this could have been avoided. But this is a condition for the first wave of monsoon rainfall in the state of Tamil Nadu, particularly in Chennai. With Daniel, Pramod Madhav for India Today.
நாளைக்கு நாளானிக்கு இன்னும் அதிக மழை வரும்னு வானிலை ஆய்வு சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. முதலமைச்சர் இன்னைக்கு காலையில் தொடர்ந்து அவரும் களத்தில் இறங்கி ஏழகம் முன்னெடுத்து போய் ஆய்வு பண்ணியிருக்காரு. இன்னைக்கு காலையில் டெல்டா மாவட்டத்தில் அனைத்து ஆட்சித்தலைவர்களும் அது மாதிரி தலைமைச் செயலாளர், துறையினுடைய செயலாளர் எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து ஆய்வு செஞ்சிருக்கிறாங்க. முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் களத்தில் எல்லாரும் மக்களோடு நிற்போம். அனைத்து பணிகளும் இன்னைக்கு துரிதமாக நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. மழைநீர் வடிகால் பணிகள் எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சிருக்கு. அதனால பெருசாக இந்த இடத்துல மழை தண்ணி நிற்கல. தண்ணி நிற்கிற இடங்கள்லையும் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் வந்துச்சுன்னா உடனே அந்த தண்ணி எடுக்கிற மோட்டர் பம்ப் எடுத்து கொடுத்து உடனடியாக அதெல்லாம் சரி செய்யப்படுது. கம்ப்ளைண்ட் வந்துச்சுன்னா உடனே ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க.
Pramod, Karnataka Congress Sarkara versus Sangh war escalates. Karnataka school cook sacked for RSS link. Siddharamaya government goes all out against RSS members. Cook Pramod axed for joining RSS march. Multiple government teachers face axe for RSS march. 20 Karnataka government staff as part of RSS march. No government job diktat for those with RSS link. A contract-based kitchen staff member who took part in RSS Patsanchalan has been issued a gate pass and suspended from service. The Tehsildar of Basva Kalyan has terminated the services of Pramod, son of Ashok Kumar, who was working as a cook assistant at the pre-matric boys hostel. Pramod reportedly participated in the RS Patsanchalan held in Basva Kalyan. As per government service rules, employees drawing salaries from the state are prohibited from joining private organization or affiliated events. The actions have triggered wider concerns as several government teachers and officials were also seen at the event. Photos have gone viral showing Ramesh Rajoli, headmaster of Alakudu, as well as Somnath Belure, headmaster of Kitta School, taking part. A photo of Ashok Reddy, principal of Nilambika College, has also surfaced online. That's all from Karnataka. Let us go to our neighbouring state where my colleague Shibi Mol will bring latest from Kerala.
Well, we have breaking news coming in. The 2019-2020 audit report of the Guruvayur Devasam Board shows that there was a procedural lapse in terms of dealing with the valuables at the temple. The audit report has found that there was a difference when we look into the 2019 to 2020 report. It shows that there was a difference between the income and the expenditure, and this is because of unscientific budgeting. It also shows that there was no physical verification of gold and silver conducted every year. The audit report has directed the Guruvayur Devasam Board to conduct this audit every year so that there's absolute records of whatever is happening. These are procedural lapses is what we are understanding when we look into the 336-page audit report. Now, Guruvayur Devasam Board has said that this is an old report and there were some discrepancies in the audit report, and a counter affidavit was filed by the Guruvayur Devasam Board before the Kerala High Court. Now, the audit report says that there was around 505 kg weighing ivory that was missing, or the board failed to maintain documentation regarding this ivory tuskers. But what the Devasam Board is saying is that there were only 35 elephants under the control of the Devasam Board, and if you collectively take the weight of the ivory and tusk, it will never come up to 505 kg. That was a discrepancy, that was a mistake made in the audit report, and it was found in the possession of the Wildlife Department, which is how the procedure is. When it comes to these things like tusks and ivory, it should be kept under the possession of the Forest Department and the Wildlife Department. So, citing all these discrepancies, a counter affidavit was filed before the Kerala High Court is what the Devasam Board has hit out, saying that this is an old audit and there were discrepancies in the audit report. That's all we have from the Kerala story. Over to my colleague Abdul Bashir in Telangana. Well, we have to understand that it's not just Guruvayur Devasam Board. Earlier there was a Sabarimala theft case that's been rocking the Kerala political scenario, and it's in the background of that the Guruvayur Devasam Board is also coming under scrutiny, coming under the lenses, saying that the valuables were not handled in a scientific manner. It was unscientific budgeting. It mainly shows that there was no proper records of all of these things. But the counter affidavit verifies that everything was recorded properly and there were discrepancies regarding the auditing of these issues. There's also information that some of these strong rooms where valuables are kept were opened without the permission of the Devasam Board by the audit officials, and a case was also filed against this. So this is what we are getting latest on the story regarding the Guruvayur Devasam Board. They have not officially given a word. This is what we are understanding from the Devasam Board officials. That's all we have from the Kerala segment. Over to my colleague Pramod.
Thank you so much, Shibi Mol. Thank you, Sahay Raj, and also Anaga Keso for bringing the important stories, impact stories, and ground realities from the states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. This is all for this from So South for the day. Keep watching India Today.